Did you know that what you eat could be silently destroying your heart? Every bite of the wrong food brings you closer to heart disease, the #1 killer in the world. In this video, we're uncovering the worst offenders, foods that are literally wrecking your heart from the inside out. The silent killer, trans fats. Let's start with public enemy #1, trans fats. Found in margarine, frozen pizzas, and baked snacks, these fats raise your bad cholesterol and lower the good one. That's a recipe for clogged arteries and heart attacks. Trans fats are especially harmful to your heart health far more than most other types of fat because they directly damage your cardiovascular system in multiple ways. Here's how they can destroy your heart. 1. Increase bad cholesterol. Trans fats raise low-density lipoprotein, the bad cholesterol. This cholesterol sticks to the walls of arteries, forming plaque and leading to atherosclerosis, hardening and narrowing of the arteries. 2. Lower good cholesterol. Unlike saturated fats, trans fats also reduce high-density lipoprotein, the good cholesterol that helps clear LDL from your bloodstream. This double hit increases the risk of blockages in arteries. 3. Promote inflammation. Trans fats trigger systemic inflammation, which plays a key role in heart disease. Chronic inflammation can damage the inner lining of blood vessels, leading to plaque buildup and unstable arterial walls. 4. Damage blood vessels. Trans fats impair the function of the endothelium, the inner lining of blood vessels. This makes arteries less flexible and more prone to clotting, a major cause of heart attacks and strokes. 5. Increased risk of heart attack and stroke. Because of the combined effects above, regular consumption of trans fat significantly increases the risk of heart attacks, strokes, and death from cardiovascular disease. Even small amounts are dangerous. 6. Linked to obesity and diabetes. Trans fats can also contribute to insulin resistance and weight gain, which further increase the risk of heart disease, creating a vicious cycle. Sources of trans fats. Mostly found in processed foods, margarine and shortening, fried fast food, packaged baked goods, cakes, cookies, crackers. What you can do: check labels, look for partially hydrogenated oils, and avoid them. Choose whole foods, focus on fruits, vegetables, nuts, lean proteins. Cook at home, control the ingredients in your meals. Always check the ingredients. If it says partially hydrogenated oils, drop it. Too much salt. Salt is essential, but too much can be deadly. Processed foods like chips, canned soups, and restaurant meals are loaded with sodium. This leads to high blood pressure, putting massive strain on your heart. The American Heart Association recommends no more than 1,500 milligrams of sodium per day. Most people eat double that. Too much salt, sodium, can seriously damage your heart over time. Here's how it happens, broken down in a clear, no-nonsense way. 1. Raises blood pressure, hypertension. Salt holds onto water in your body. More salt equals more water in your blood equals higher blood pressure. High blood pressure makes your heart work harder to pump blood. 2. Overworks the heart. Constant high pressure stretches and thickens the heart's walls, especially the left ventricle. Over time, this weakens the heart and increases your risk of heart failure. 3. Damages blood vessels. High salt intake can stiffen and narrow your arteries. That restricts blood flow, increasing the risk of heart attacks, strokes, aneurysms. 4. Triggers fluid buildup. Especially dangerous in people with existing heart problems. Too much salt can cause the body to retain fluid, leading to swelling, edema, shortness of breath, worsened heart failure. 5. Increases risk of coronary artery disease. High salt equals higher chance of plaque buildup in the arteries. This can block blood flow to the heart muscle equals heart attack. How much salt is safe? Most health experts recommend less than 2,300 milligrams of sodium per day. Ideal limit: 1,500 milligrams per day for people with high blood pressure or heart disease risk. Too much salt doesn't just make you bloated or thirsty, it can silently wreck your heart, damage your arteries, and shorten your life. Watch processed foods, restaurant meals, and salty snacks, they're the biggest culprits. Sugary drinks. Think your heart only fears fat and salt? Think again. Sugar, especially in sodas and energy drinks, causes weight gain, diabetes, and chronic inflammation, all of which increase your risk of heart failure. Swap soda for water, unsweetened tea, or sparkling water with lemon. Sugary drinks, like sodas, sweetened juices, energy drinks, and sweet teas can seriously harm your heart over time. Here's how they do it. 1. Increase risk of heart disease. Sugary drinks are packed with added sugars, especially fructose, which is linked to high blood pressure, hypertension. Too much sugar can stiffen arteries and increase pressure. High triglycerides, these are fats in your blood, elevated levels raise heart disease risk. Fatty liver and insulin resistance, both of which increase cardiovascular risk. 2. Weight gain and obesity. Sugary drinks are high in calories but don't make you feel full, so people tend to consume more calories overall. Obesity is a major risk factor for high blood pressure, type 2 diabetes, stroke, heart failure. 3. Promote inflammation. Excess sugar causes chronic low-grade inflammation, which damages blood vessels over time, contributing to atherosclerosis, hardening of the arteries, plaque buildup, heart attacks and strokes. 4. Increased risk of type 2 diabetes. Sugary drinks spike blood sugar, increasing insulin resistance and risk of diabetes, which in turn doubles your risk of heart disease. 5. Trigger metabolic syndrome. Regular consumption is strongly linked to metabolic syndrome, a cluster of conditions: high blood pressure, high blood sugar, excess abdominal fat, and abnormal cholesterol levels that together greatly raise your risk of heart attack and stroke. Sugary drinks destroy your heart by damaging blood vessels, increasing harmful fat levels, promoting weight gain and diabetes, and causing chronic inflammation, all of which raise your risk for serious cardiovascular problems. Processed meats. Sorry, bacon lovers, processed meats are next. These contain nitrates, excess sodium, and saturated fats, a triple threat to your heart. Studies show they increase the risk of heart disease by up to 42%. Limit hot dogs, bacon, and cold cuts to once in a while, or better yet, go fresh. Processed meats can negatively impact heart health through several harmful mechanisms. While destroy is a dramatic term, there's strong scientific evidence showing that regular consumption of processed meat significantly raises the risk of heart disease. Here's how it happens. 1. High in saturated fat and cholesterol. Processed meats, like bacon, sausages, hot dogs, salami, and deli meats, often contain high levels of saturated fat, which can raise LDL, bad cholesterol levels. High LDL cholesterol contributes to atherosclerosis, the hardening and narrowing of arteries, increasing the risk of heart attacks and strokes. 2. Loaded with sodium. Sodium, salt, is used heavily in processed meats to preserve them. Excess sodium increases blood pressure, hypertension, a major risk factor for heart disease, stroke, and heart failure. 3. Preservatives and nitrates. Many processed meats contain nitrates and nitrites, which can form nitrosamines in the body, compounds linked to inflammation and oxidative stress. Chronic inflammation and oxidative damage can directly harm blood vessels and heart tissue. 4. Promotes inflammation. Studies show that processed meats are associated with systemic inflammation, which is a key driver of many chronic diseases, including coronary artery disease. 5. Linked to heart disease in studies. A major meta-analysis found that eating just 50 g/day of processed meat, about 1 to 2 slices of bacon, increases heart disease risk by up to 42%. The World Health Organization, WHO, classifies processed meats as Group 1 carcinogens and warns about their role in chronic disease. Healthier alternatives. Choose lean, unprocessed meats, like skinless chicken or turkey. Opt for plant-based proteins, beans, lentils, tofu, nuts. Cook fresh, whole foods instead of buying prepackaged meats. Alcohol in excess. A glass of red wine might be fine, but regular heavy drinking weakens the heart muscle and causes arrhythmias. Your heart literally struggles to beat right. More than 3 drinks a day is linked to cardiomyopathy and sudden cardiac death. Excessive alcohol consumption can seriously damage the heart, leading to both structural and functional problems. Here's how alcohol can destroy your heart over time. 1. Alcoholic cardiomyopathy. This is a form of heart disease directly caused by long-term heavy drinking. What happens? The heart muscle becomes dilated and weakened. It can't pump blood efficiently, leading to heart failure. Symptoms: shortness of breath, fatigue, irregular heartbeat, and swelling in the legs or abdomen. 2. Arrhythmias, irregular heartbeats. Alcohol can disrupt the electrical system of the heart. Binge drinking can trigger atrial fibrillation, holiday heart syndrome. Ventricular tachycardia, which can be life-threatening. These arrhythmias increase the risk of stroke and sudden cardiac death. 3. High blood pressure, hypertension. Alcohol raises blood pressure over time, which puts extra strain on the heart muscle. Increases risk of heart attack, stroke, and heart failure. Can lead to thickening of the heart walls and reduced efficiency. 4. Increased risk of blood clots. Excessive alcohol can alter how your blood clots. Promotes formation of dangerous clots. Increases risk of heart attack and stroke. 5. Chronic inflammation. Alcohol triggers systemic inflammation, including in the cardiovascular system. Inflammation contributes to plaque buildup in arteries, atherosclerosis. This narrows blood vessels, reducing blood flow to the heart and increasing risk of coronary artery disease. 6. Heart failure and sudden cardiac death. Long-term damage from alcohol, weak heart muscle, arrhythmias, high blood pressure, can culminate in heart failure, where the heart can no longer meet the body's needs. Sudden cardiac arrest due to dangerous electrical disturbances. Is moderate alcohol safe? Some studies suggest moderate red wine might have heart benefits due to antioxidants. But recent evidence suggests no amount of alcohol is truly heart-healthy, especially when weighed against risks. If you're concerned about your heart or alcohol use, it's crucial to talk to a doctor. Early intervention can prevent serious, sometimes irreversible damage. Want tips on cutting back or quitting safely? Conclusion and call to action. If you care about your heart and your future, start cutting back on these silent killers. Choose whole foods, read labels, and don't fall for low-fat or diet marketing tricks. Like this video if you learned something new, and hit subscribe for more science-backed health tips. Comment below. Which of these foods surprised you the most? Let's talk in the comments.